What's up, man? Top of the morning to everybody. This is Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe if you're not a member of the channel, and also make sure that you hit the notifications too so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos and stream. I'm going to talk about last night's game when we played the Chicago Bulls, and that was our big test. Um, I was very pleased overall with the effort that we had put in. Uh, of course, we defeated the Chicago Bulls last night. Uh, it came down to the wire, but unfortunately for us, we let Chicago back into the game. But I'm pleased with our effort, despite us being shorthanded, us not having Green and us not having Harris. Two of our better shooters and one primarily for defense and as well as veteran leadership. Um, I'm gonna say a couple of points to the game. First and foremost, before I get to anything, Joel Embiid, uh, he's got to play better throughout the course of the game. Okay. Now, for those of you that have been critical about Doc, um, and as well as myself, he's proven that he can make adjustments at the right time and you know be able to stop the opening up of the game from the opponent at the right time. He's trying to really work on that. And you know a lot of what you saw were defensive adjustments, because our thing in this game was really just to hustle and play hard nosed D. We got some guys on the team that a lot of people aren't familiar with, but that's great. You know why? Because that's what we want. You're not familiar with us. That's fine. We're gonna let you know in other ways. We don't need to let you know by primarily offense. And see, I like what Doc is doing. I absolutely love what he's doing. I've been critical of him, but he's showing that, okay, look, I got to get more. I got to get more like how I was coaching in 2008, and that's what he was doing, despite him having three superstars on his team, plus plus a potential superstar in Rondo at that time. Um, Thibault did a great job, a tremendous job, mainly on Levine. Even though Levine, still had his 20 plus. I think he had 27. He had 27 points, uh, and he did the best that he could that he could containing Levine. Now, what was really going to be the test was DeRozan, because DeRozan was getting his buckets and everything. But in the first half, it was a pretty shaky first half for the Chicago Bulls. We were putting the pressure on them defensively, and we were knocking down shots as well. Uh, you know, Maxi Maxi is really playing the point position how it's supposed to be played, and you can't say enough about Seth Curry and what he's been doing. Korkmaz did his thing. I thought he did a tremendous job too. And but really, that game wouldn't have been won without Thibault. You could say what you want. Thibault is getting better offensively. He's not. We're not. I really. All we need him to do is pretty much be a premier 3 and D guy. Because think about it. When Thibault had first came in, he was known as just primarily defense, and then he was in like the top 15 or something like that. Now he's shooting up and proving that he can be anywhere from top three, top five in defense. You know, now Joel Embiid, uh, I'm disappointed in the way that he played. However, he came through in the end. He came through when it matters, and that's what good superstars are supposed to do. But while I like his offensive repertoire and he does a lot for us and everything, it's going to be a detriment because they place weapons around you in order to so you won't have to do that much. Andre Drummond, you say what you want, he's playing like a dog. Okay, I've been critical of Andre Drummond as well. You know, um, he he's proven to me that he wants to be that premier rebounder that he once was. However, he kept him a combination of him and Embiid kept Vucevic in check. Now I understand that Joel Embiid had 18 and 9, but it's not indicative of what you see. The stats can be misleading. He didn't really play that good. I'm pleased with Neon. Neon did his thing, and despite Shake Milton only having a few points here and there, he still played. He hit the shots at the right time. But see, somebody might look at the stat sheet and be like, "Well, what do you mean? Maxey was the one that was scoring, and Embiid was the one that was scoring, and of course, Curry was the one that was scoring." We would not have been in this game if it had not been for the defensive effort for from Thibault and even Nia and Korkmaz. They played pretty good defense, and Maxey was hustling too. You know, but you'll probably critique them a lot more because Green is one of our even at his age, he's still one of our great defenders on the team. And I keep sleeping on Tobias Harris's defense. He's primarily known as the 50-40-90, but he still brings value to our defense somewhat because he's going to get the rebounds. He's always, for the most part, getting double digit in rebounds. If you go back and look at last year's stats. Now, this is our test. Like I said in a previous stream, if y'all heard me, our guards can run with anybody. And look, it goes back to what I say about having a well-oiled machine. You got to have parts in line, and you got to have a plan A through Z. Not no plan A through C. You got to have a plan A through Z, and that's what I want. So if Embiid goes down, guess what? We got somebody that can step in there and do and fill in and do the job. If if Thibault is missing, guess what? We got somebody that can come in there and do the job. And in this case, you saw that. Hey, no Harris, no Green, no problem. We were still able to do that. And I'm pretty sure Chicago is going to make their adjustments. We still have to play. We're going to have to play them at home, And but this was a true test. It went down to the wire. Seth Curry came up big in the end, but the bigger play, in my opinion, was Embiid in that block when DeRozan had tried to flush it home on Embiid, and I like that. I like the aggressiveness that Embiid displayed. People forget that Embiid, he can he's a shot blocker too. He might not be as mobile as like a Hakeem was, but he's working on that aspect of his game. If he can't do it through the offensive end, he's gonna do his best on the defensive end. You know. What's up with it, T Price? I see you in the building, man. Make sure you go subscribe to T Price channel. LDBC brother all day. Now we still got to play better in the see. Our problem is in the second half. Our problem is in the second half. Uh, a lot of teams they're showing like I'm trying to give like some examples. Like Memphis is dangerous in the second half. If we run up against a squad like that, the Warriors they play dangerous in the second half because you seen that yesterday against Charlotte. We have to play better. Our first half is not the problem. Like I said, the first three quarters are not the problem. I know the third quarter is part of the second half, but sometimes we'll slip even late in the third quarter. Sometimes we'll have a great third quarter, but we have to play. We let them in. There's no way we should have let Chicago in, and we I'm I'm not too pleased, but I'm kind of I'm kind of happy considering that we were shorthanded. Because things are gonna happen, and we can't sit here and be like, oh, okay, well, we missing this guy, we missing that guy. Nah, we got the next man up mentality. And I'm quite sure if something were to take place with Maxi or something like that, Shake Milton would come in and do a great job. He would come in and do a great job. But our shooting is has gotten a lot better. More importantly, we're keeping things relatively simple. No more, no less. That's the thing about Seth Curry. He's very underrated as a shooter. It's sad that we're saying that he's underrated as a shooter, being that he's Steph Curry's brother. But of course, that's always going to happen, being that he's a brother of Steph Curry. That's why last night they were talking about Jordan Poole and the great job that he was doing. And now they're already talking about. I think they were talking about moving Jordan Poole. I wasn't quite sure about that, but it's like when you're playing alongside like a shooter, like Steph Curry, or a shooter, you're the brother of Steph Curry or something like that. You're not gonna really get the the credit that you truly deserve, and that's no knock on Steph Curry because I like his game a lot. But see, like with Klay Thompson when he was playing, like I told people, he's just as valuable and just as great as a shooter, especially when it comes to playoff time and crunch time. And see, that's the thing about Seth Curry that y'all don't know. He's man, he played outstanding in the clutch last night. He played outstanding, and that's what we need. But people talking about, oh yeah, we need Ben Simmons. No, this team is doing better without Ben Simmons. Now I hope whatever he's going through, if he is going through, because there's reports talking about, he doesn't want to talk to anybody and all this other stuff. Okay, you know what that tells me? That tells me similar to Zion that you don't want to step on the floor, that you don't want to play. Shoot, and if you do even think about coming back, look, Doc better not even think about starting you. You better not even think about putting him in a rotation above other players that have been in there busting their tails, doing what's necessary to stay on the floor and bringing a valuable contribution. So overall, we did get the victory. Uh, Kudos to us, but we still not done. We still not done. We got a lot more work to do and a lot more to prove. We got a lot more to prove. We can't just be happy with this. Now we gotta play them uh, on Saturday, and we're gonna be at home. And then after that, then we play them in the next time we play them is in February. you know. But you know, the Bulls are our true test. That's our true test in the East. You know, and then we got the Pistons today. They're even though they're 1-6, you know, they're a hungry team. And think about it, we got to play the Bulls again, then the Knicks, and then we got to play an adversity stricken Bucks team, and then we got to play the Raptors, who aren't no joke either. So we got some real tough games that's really gonna test us, and that's what I want. I don't want to play like easy squads and stuff like that. That's what they were criticizing us about last year. Like when I was talking to shout out to LVZ, NBA Talk. Go subscribe to his channel. I didn't look at it from his perspective. I was like, yeah, you know we're number one in the East and everything like that. And he said, yeah, but who have y'all played? And we compared schedules. And when he was talking about the Lakers and stuff, because he brought up the fact, everybody had brought up the fact that the Lakers were number one in the defense. It was between them and New York. And the thing about it was is that I had to go back and I had to look. I'm like, damn. In essence, he was right. And then when we played a team like Phoenix, guess what? We lost. But then when we played the Lakers, they were shorthanded. But the thing about it too is that we were also shorthanded too. So I had to look at it from both from both sides of the fence. But that's what we want. We want. See, the thing about it is like you're not gonna get tested unless you go through these rigors of the regular season. I'd rather us struggle, Doc get his adjustments in line, stuff like that, and then when we get to the playoffs, then we'll have everything in check. It don't got to be perfect, but at least we're playing a whole hell of a lot better because nobody expected Atlanta to beat us. Let's just call it what it is. Nobody expected them to beat us. I mean, I think there was a lot of people saying that we were going to beat ourselves, and that's what we did. We cannot do that this year. Now we don't have no excuses. We really don't have no excuses. We have people that actually want to shoot and want the smoke. And see, y'all criticize these international players. They don't mind. They don't mind the smoke. That's the thing about it. Because the way that they see it is, this isn't their country. They I'm from somewhere else and I'm repping from somewhere else, but I'm just wearing a uniform just to play here and I'm making U.S. money. But the way that they see it, I'm bringing my talent over here and bringing something that a lot of y'all haven't seen before. So that's why I enjoy international play. Plus, they played in a relatively physical nature culture in terms of basketball. Some in reference to a lot of those countries. But yeah, this is just another victory. When we play the Pistons, hopefully that'll be easy work. The Pistons are 1-6. They're not starting off too well. But y'all tell me what you think. Leave your comments. Like this video, share it, subscribe. Also hit them notifications. Till then, man, it's Polo Sports Talking ENT. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the homie T Price. I thank you for pulling up, and I'll get at y'all later.